The left-wing mayor of Chicago is Brandon Johnson. He thinks it's great that you can burn the American flag and chant all kinds of anti-American slogans. You know, it's part of free speech. A lot of people disagree in Chicago. We talked about Chicago a little while ago. I got a follow-up. The mayor there is a guy named Brandon Johnson. He took over from Beetlejuice, who was maybe the worst mayor in Chicago history. And I mean that literally. She was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Crime was out of control. Murder, rapes, violence, riots, you name it, defund the police, and on and on and on. So Brandon Johnson last week was at a event sponsored by Alderman Byron Sigcho-Lopez, where they were protesting outside City Hall because they don't like Israel. Somebody there burned an American flag. This is the event where they burned the flag. Sigcho-Lopez, who chairs the City Council Housing Committee, Johnson appointed to that, was there supporting the burning of the flag. 15 aldermen, those are council members in Chicago, have called on the mayor, there's the mayor now, Mayor Johnson, to condemn the aldermen and get him removed from this important committee. Here's Mayor Johnson's response. I don't even know why this is being debated, quite frankly. I think it's disturbing that as a city we're having a conversation about protected free speech. Do you really want to have a society where someone's comments or someone else's comments happen to be in the presence of someone else that becomes a repudiation of that particular person? I don't know what that means. I would find it morally reprehensible and irresponsible. So let me get this straight. This mayor says this act of burning the American flag in an American city where all the people represent Americans is great. And the chants against America and the chants against Israel and on and on and on are fine. And then he says, we wouldn't be standing here today if we disagreed with these people. Do you know how many conversations black leaders have had with racists? It's multiple. There are people in the city council who have stood with open racist white supremacist organizations. And that's fine too. So as far as he's concerned, burning the American flag is just fine. It's just free speech. And you know what? Maybe it is. But I wouldn't want that guy running my city.
Right.
If he doesn't like this country. And I wonder how the voters are going to react.
You know what, Barry? If it was, we just got through talking about the embassy throughout the world and how they have the American flag and then they have the gay flag. If the gay flag was the flag that was being burned, oh my goodness, then it would be a hate crime. They would look to putting these people in jail and burying them under the jail. But because it's the American flag, they're justifying it. This is a, how do I say this, episode, or this is another tactic. This is another attack on our freedoms, our liberties in the United States of America. They hate this country with a passion. Now, again, burning the flag can be considered free speech, but that's not their reasoning for doing it. They're not doing it because I have freedoms. I have freedom of speech to be able to burn the U.S. flag, United States American flag. That's not their reasoning. Their reasoning because they said the United States of America flag represents oppression for them. When that flag is the one flag in this country that represents freedom for every single man, woman, and child in this nation. That's what it represents, but they don't want it to represent that any longer. They don't want you to recognize that's what it means because they have a different agenda. They have a tyranny that they want to put onto the American people, and they want to put their boots on our necks. And again, if it was a gay flag, which I'm not recommending anyone burn that flag either, but if it was a gay flag, they most definitely would say it's a hate crime. You need to be arrested. They put the mirror on the street. A guy with a truck come over there and does a little spin out on it. They go find the guy in the truck and put him in jail. But if it's an American flag, nothing. Double standards. These people are nothing but a bunch of hypocrites.
Well said, Will Johnson. Well said.